Hey everybody, welcome to another day of class here at Shiage Do Martial Arts. Today we're going to be doing a couple different things. I got a stance drill for you guys. We're going to be doing some basics, and I got a nice heavy bag drill for you. Stick around, we're going to get to all that. Make sure, as always, you guys have done the warm-up. I'm putting those out there for you guys just to make sure that you stay in shape. You keep at it, because when we come back, you have to deal with me. And those conditioning classes are going to be quite interesting. I've had a long time to do a lot of my own workouts, so I've had a lot of time to come up with new stuff for you guys. So it is meant to scare you a little bit. Make sure you keep working out, okay? That's going to keep you in good shape for you and for being able to do karate. So kudos to you for that. So today we're going to start off with a stance drill. For this, all you need is a couple of coins. If you don't have coins, you can do like pieces of tape or something. But all it's going to be is we're going to basically make like a zigzag across your floor. All right. I recognize not everybody's got a ton of room, but what you're going to do is we're going to do horse stances. So you're going to get in a good horse stance. You're going to put a coin on either side of your foot. You're going to step into another good horse stance and take your time. Make sure these are really good stances. Okay. Make sure your feet are right perfect. Put another coin down. Okay. Then once you get as many horse stances as you can in a row, what you're going to do is switch to cat stances. So you're going to do, you're going to start from there, from where your heel was on the last one. You're going to step to a cat stance, put your coin there, step in, cat stance. So obviously I'm just turning my foot, I'm putting another coin down, okay? You can do this with as many or as few coins as you have. They don't have to be anything special. Honestly, these are quarters, but they could be pennies or nickels or whatever you got. So when you're doing this cat stance, the next one is going to be Zenkutsu. So you're going to, from your last cat stance, you're going to do your Zenkutsu. Put your coin, Zenkutsu, put your coin, and then the last one's going to be crane stance. So we come from here into our crane stance, put our coin down, step cat to crane again, put our coin down, and so on. So then what you do, once you have all your coins down, is you're gonna go basically do a stance gauntlet. So you're gonna put your feet right on those coins, make sure you get in a good stance. You just step in, make sure you're in a good stance, step in, make sure you're in a good stance. And we start with our cat stances. So we're going to cat, step in, cat, step in, cat, step in, cat. Looking for those coins to help make sure I'm in a good stance every time. Zenkutsu, Zenkutsu, right? And I'm stepping next to the coins just so they don't move. If you got tape, you can step right on it, or however you want to do this. Then I go into crane stance, cat stance, crane stance, as much room as I've got. So you're going to go through that whole chain 10 to 15 times. Okay, that's going to give you some practice moving between your stances and also getting in good stances. Now, if you want an extra little bit of a challenge, get yourself a timer and set it to 15 seconds. So you're going to be in horse stance. It's going to go for 15 seconds. And then you're going to go back into your next horse stance, let it go for 15 seconds. So you're going to hold each stance for 15 seconds throughout the whole thing. So as many as you can fit in a room, and get creative. If you got a zig and zag or back and forth or whatever, or even if they're all in the same line, or you do one at a time, you can get them to work for you so that you can get your stances in. But it's going to be doing that for 5 minutes total. Okay, so if you've got a timer for 15 seconds, you should be able to do that pretty easy. 4 times 15 seconds is a minute. So if you do that for 5 minutes, that's going to take almost no time at all. If you're not doing that, then what you want to do is give yourself like a square or a zigzag like I did, where you can go through it, and then that it's 5 minutes of stances. Okay, make sure you set in a good stance every time. All right, I want my cat stance to be a good cat stance. I want my Zenkutsu stance to be a good Zenkutsu stance. If you guys are struggling, having a hard time, in your training manual, All right. And I'll put this in a link on the Dojo Expert page so you guys can download it. There's a map of where your feet go for all your stances. So not just what stance you're in, but what your feet are supposed to look like. All right. So make sure you're following that too. Practice that for your 5 minutes. And when you come back, we'll be working on our basics. All right, everybody. Now that you're done with your stances, we're going to move on to a running place drill. Okay. So basically, we're going to be doing our basics while we're moving. The whole point of doing your basics is to give you kind of a feel of how your body's supposed to move when you're doing your techniques. But what we're going to do is try to mess with that a little bit so that you have to focus on it a little more. So what we're going to do is nice and easy. Just going to start running in place with your hands in your hips. So the first basics are punches and uppercuts. So what we're going to do is I'm going to count. You guys are going to do 2 punches. All right. Don't stop running in place while you're doing it. So 2 punches. Ready? Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. All right. Punch with the other hand first. Ready? Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. All right. You should feel it's kind of weird that you gotta kind of time when you're stepping and doing your punches. Okay. That's good. That's what I want you to figure out. Okay. 2 uppercuts. Ready? Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Other side first. Ready? Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Good. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to hop side to side. Alright, so when I'm hopping side to side, I know I'm moving because I'm moving my feet back and forth. All my weight's going from side to side. Alright, we're going to go back to our punches. Ready? 2 punches. Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Other side first. Ready? Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Good. Keep hopping side to side. 2 uppercuts. Ready? Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Other hand first. Ich. Ni. San. Shi. And go. Alright, it's messing me up. Alright, go back to running in place. So now we're going to add in our down blocks. So we're going to start off while we're running in place. Down block, punch. Ready? Ich. Other hand, ni. Just go back and forth. San. Shi. Go. Roku. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Good. Now go back to side. Alright, this one's going to get a little bit harder. Side lock punch. Ready? Ich. Other side. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Roku. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. And Ju. Good. Alright, so now we'll go back to running in place. It's going to be open hand side block, Nukite. But this time, when you're running in place, I want you to get your heels up. Okay, so butt kickers. Ready? Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Roku. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. And Ju. Good. Alright, so now what we're going to do is You're gonna go forward and back. Forward and back. Ready? It's gonna be opening head block, uppercut. Now with this one, because we're going forward and back, I want you to time it that you do it on the forward. All right, we'll do 5 on each side. Ready? Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Roku. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. And Ju. Good. Other side. I guess we're doing 10. Because I can't count. But that's okay. It's good for you. Ready? Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Roku. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. And Ju. Good. Alright, so the next one is head block, reverse punch. So for this one, what I want you to do is slow. You're gonna pick your foot all the way up and just go back, forth, back, and forth. I want you to try to keep this rhythm the whole time you're doing it. Ready? Head block punch. Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Now remember, you want to try to time your punch so that both your feet are on the floor, or at least the foot under your punch is on the floor, so you have enough traction to get that punch off. Keep going back and forth. Roku. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. And Ju. Now, when I was doing that, obviously, I like doing reverse punches. Alright? But when I'm doing it, I'm pushing with my foot as I pick it up. Okay? If you're like a brown belt, purple belt, black belt, you want to try doing that, you can try that on a bag too. That one's more, it's still messing with your footwork, and it's designed not necessarily to teach you a specific skill, but just to get your mind around moving your feet. But if you think about being on ice or something slippery, and you try to punch, and all of a sudden your foot gives out because you're pushing too hard, and all of a sudden you just don't have enough friction on the ground, being able to still throw the punch based on the friction in your front foot is also important. All right, so that one's kind of got an extra little purpose in there. All right, so back to running in place. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do bunny hops for this one. All right, so try not to shake my camera too much, so bear with me. But it's gonna be head block, nose block, reverse punch. Ready? Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Roku. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Good. Back to running in place. Alright, this one's going to be down block, 5 punches. Ready? Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Side block, 5 punches. Ich. Ni. San. Shi. And go. Good. Alright, 2 more. So, next one we're going to do is we're going to go back to just hopping side to side. It's going to be shooter down, shooter to the jaw. So what I want to try to do is do them both on the same side, if possible. Okay? It's going to be a little bit of timing. Try your best. Ready? Ich, Ni, San, Shi, Go, Roku, Sichi, Hachi, Ku, Ju. Good. All right, last one. Push black, biggie punch, biggie punch. Okay, so now this one, what I want you to do is you're gonna go off to the corner. When you push black, jump back, biggie, biggie, push black, biggie, biggie, push black, biggie, biggie. Okay, so remember, I'm swinging my fist around upside down, so I'm hitting with my knuckles. So don't just do like thumbs towards me, it's thumbs down. Okay, ready? So off to the corner, push black, jump back, biggie punch, corner, push block, jump back, biggie punch, okay? Ready? Ich, Ni, San, Shi, Go, Roku, Sichi, Hachi, ooh, there we go, Ku, and Ju. Good. Now, we're not going to do break the bear hug, mainly because I want you guys to, when you're doing that, to focus on getting your hips back. It's really hard to keep your hips back and start bouncing in place, okay? So I'm going to do that one just because I want you guys to focus on your good cat stances. So that was moving in place with our upper body basics. If you like those, do them again. Otherwise, what we're going to do is a series of heavy bag drills. All right, everybody. So the last thing we're going to do today is a heavy bag drill. All right, so what we're going to need is a heavy bag or something you guys can hit. Obviously, you guys know what you're doing by now, so I'm sure you've got something set up for yourselves. The other thing that you might want is a timer app, okay? So this one that I'm using here is called HIIT timer, okay? This is basically just as simple as it looks. It shows how long before the timer starts, how long you're working for, how long you're resting for, how many rounds you're doing, okay? So this is for me. This is how I have it set up right now. For you guys, for this video, we're only gonna do 5 rounds. I'm gonna show you what the rounds are each. If you're a kid, you're gonna go through this once, as hard as you can. If you're an adult, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go through this 3 times. Now, let me set this up for you. Basically, what's gonna happen is you're gonna have 5 1-minute workouts on the heavy bag, okay? They're just going to be as many as you can do in a minute. So your goal and your job is to count them while you're doing them. So the first one is nice and easy, it's punches. Second one is back fists. Third one is knee strikes. Then it goes to elbows and front kicks. Now, if you're an adult and you're doing this multiple times, what you're going to do is, say we're doing front kicks. Your punches. You're going to do as many punches as you can, you're going to count. So we get to the end of the minute, and let's say you did, 120, 2 punches per second, okay? Write that number down. Because what you're going to do when you go through the second time is you're going to do it at least that many. Now, if it takes you longer than a minute to do that many the second time, you're still going to complete that many, okay? So your goal is to do it as fast as you can. So if I do 120 punches in a minute, and the second time, I do 120 punches and it takes me, instead of 60 seconds, it takes me 65 seconds. That's fine. Keep going till you're done. But you're eating up your rest time. Then the last time you're doing it, you know that you got to do it, as hard as you can. So you're going to burn through that same 120 punches as fast as you can. Okay. Now, if you finish faster than your minute, when you're doing it a second time, you can add that to your active rest. Okay. So active rest is running in place. So what I've got right here is I've got set up for 1 minute of work, 15 seconds of rest, okay? We're gonna set it up for 5 rounds for this, just so you guys can see it, and we're gonna do the whole thing right here. I'm gonna do it with you. So kids, if you wanna use this video as a timer, okay, I got my timer turned all the way up so you guys can hear it too. Adults, if you need to run through this 3 times, because you can't find the app, that's fine, but I'm gonna link to it in the description of this video and also on the Dojo Expert. I'll put a link to the application. It's not the only one out there, it's just the best free one that I found. It works really well. And if you've been to the conditioning classes, it's the same exact one that I always use. Alright, so get yourself ready. Get your heavy bag set up for you. Alright, first one's going to be punches. Remember, you got to keep track of your number if you're doing it more than once. Okay, so it's going to give us a couple seconds countdown. In 3, 2, 1, go. That was 412 for me. Get ready, the next one we're going to do is back fists. One hand at a time. So for me, that was 114. Sorry, 214. So next one is, I'm sorry, that's my bad. Next one's knee smashes. I can't even read my own writing. So we'll give it a, oh, ready? Set. Go, knee smashes. Make sure you're getting both sides. Keep it up, keep it up. $85 for me. All right, next one's gonna be elbows. Stay strong, stay strong. Only 2 more minutes left. 50 for me. All right, see how many good ones you can do. Last one we got is front kicks. So we got 1 minute left. 5 seconds. Get ready, get ready. Halfway there, keep going. Good job. All right, so that is the end of our workout here. If you're an adult, remember, write those numbers down. You're gonna go through this whole thing a second time and then a third. If you don't make your number, that rest time, you're still doing your punches till you get to your number, okay? You wanna match the first number every time, even if it takes you a little bit longer. If you gotta go too far, reset it and jump right into the next one. Don't give yourself any rest, okay? The purpose of this is to build your endurance. You should have a good sweat coming on, okay? I do. And I'm probably in better shape than a lot of you guys, so you should be sweating. Work hard. So with that brings us to the end of class. So just a couple announcements, all right? Our Zoom classes are still going strong. Thank you guys for coming to those. Kids class is going to be 5 to 5:40 on Friday. Adult class is going to be 5:50 to 6:30. Now, with the way that it's looking right now, they're talking about doing a partial reopen of some places by May 15th. That doesn't include karate schools or gyms or health clubs or anything of the sort. So that's not us. So chances are for the whole month of May, we're going to be doing this. It kind of sucks, but it is what it is. We're making the best of it. So with that, all right, I'm going to be looking into getting some guest instructors, see if we can get a couple people in to maybe show us some stuff, do some cool stuff. So maybe 2, I'm going to try for 2 for this month, okay? So if we can do that, that's going to be great. That's going to be doing normal Zoom classes. I'll send out emails when I know. And also should be on the newsletter because I'm working this week on getting dates and times for those and see if those people are available. This is the last week of the Focus Minute Challenge. All right. Make sure you guys are doing that. If you guys are watching these videos, all right, put them in, do the challenge, do your best, even if you've won it before. I love seeing those pictures. A couple people have continuously done the challenges. You know, Nick, Nadia, Oksana, they have all won before. And they're all doing them every single time. So kudos to you guys. Keep up the good work. We're going to be doing a fun workout challenge for the month of May. Okay? It's a karate challenge, karate type challenge. It's a martial arts challenge. They do a lot of, I'll be honest with you, I totally stole this workout from somebody else. It's from a site called dareby.com. If you've ever been to my conditioning classes, you know they have some great stuff. I love doing their circuit training and stuff like that. And you know, they have a 30-day workout that when I was looking at it and going through it, seems perfect. So what I'm going to do, and I'm inviting all you guys to do with me, is for the whole month of May, do this challenge. Okay. Now the cool thing about this is there's it's called the Avatar Challenge Workout because you're trying to build your avatar. So there's a little fitness sheet at the end with like vitality, strength, cardio, whatever, little workout bars, like a status bar in a video game. And as you do the workouts, it tells you, based on how many you're doing of each thing, how many of those bars you get to fill in each day. And the goal is, by the end of the month, that you've boosted everything pretty high up, Okay, so I'm going to be doing that challenge. I'm going to be posting my results every week on Facebook so you guys can see it. I invite you guys to do that with me. I'm going to be linking into the dojo expert stuff and also talking about it in the newsletter a little bit further. So when that comes out next week or at the end of this week, I'm not really sure which one's going to be yet. Make sure you guys keep an eye out for that. All right. Other than that, I got nothing. Make sure you sweat hard. All right. It's good for you. Other than that, I got nothing. You guys are dismissed. Us.